Hi you guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is your girl Cindy. Hey girl, hey, or hey boy, hey my people. So yeah, this is your girl Cindy, and if you have stumbled across this channel, honey, stay where you are. Look at that subscribe button, take that little finger and go ahead and click on it, honey, because you don't want to skip this channel. This is a lifestyle channel, decor in more, and that in more means that we talk and do any and everything, because it is a lifestyle channel. This channel is all about fun, being fabulous, the latest styles, shopping, what's hot, what's not, cooking. It's about the martinis and the cocktails and conversations. It's about traveling. It's about friendships. It's about who made me mad at the time. It's about your latest content in media, social media. It's about love. It's about your girlfriends, your guy friends. This channel is about everything. But most importantly, it is also about home and everything that entails, whether it's your bathrooms, the bedrooms, the living rooms, the sunrooms, the outside patios, the front porch, the basements, the lightings, whatever we want to talk about and explore. That is what this channel is all about. It's about staging the rooms and decorating for the holidays and cocktail parties and cooking a quick 30-minute meal. It's about everything. So I want to welcome you all. Go ahead if you are new to this channel, and again, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime I upload a new video, and share this video and this content with your family and your friends. Honey, we love to be shared, don't we? Yes, we do. So in today's video, you guys, this is all about a little chit chat video. First things first, I am going to arrange these roses that my husband bought me. He always brings roses, and when he brought them the other day, the first thing I did was just took them and just throw them in this vase here. Now what I normally do, I usually have them in this nice little red vase that I like to keep them in, but I decided to switch up this time and just use one of my little decorative vases that I have in the family room. And so I'm just going to switch out the water real quick, because I want to make sure that I put some fresh water in here. And I'm going to put a little plant food in there just to make sure that they last a little bit longer, and make sure that they are ready to bloom and be beautiful as they are. So now that I got that water in there, you guys, the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and cut the rubber bands. And I am going to add the plant food. And then we are going to be off into this little chit-chat conversation because I have a lot to tell you guys and I have a lot to share, honey. And there are some things, some questions that I need to ask you guys because I am livid. Well, I'm not going to say I'm livid, but girl, she tried it. So I'm going to ask you guys, what would you do in this situation if you was me? So let's talk about it, you guys. Let me go ahead and add this plant food that comes with the little roses. I don't have a green thumb. I've never had a green thumb, but last year I found my green thumb out in the backyard. If you go back into last year's video where I did the spruce up to the backyard, you'll see where I planted little flowers and little things like that. Honey, those flowers bloomed and they were absolutely beautiful. So I am now into this thing where I am trying to have a green thumb. So we're going to see if it works. We're going to see if I still have it. And we're going to just add some of this plant food. And hopefully this is going to keep these babies alive. Like I said, he does this probably about once a month or twice a month. He brings in the roses. And again, I've never had a green thumb and I really never cared for the flowers. But since he wants to do it, girl, don't you tell that man not to bring you flowers, even if you're not a flower person. Don't you dare tell him not to bring you flowers. So when he bring them, honey, I take them and I love them and I love on them and I do everything that I can to let him know that I appreciate it. Okay? And that's all you have to do, people. Just, you just show people that, hey, thank you for being considerate. Thank you for the flowers. Thank you for thinking of me. And I am going to do everything I can to keep these babies sitting here pretty and fabulous. Okay? So, you guys, the first thing we're going to do is I've already added the plant food, right? Yep, it's in there. So, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of these roses, and I see some of the plant food just settling down to the bottom. So what I'm going to do is take the rose and I'm just going to kind of move it around so it can kind of dissolve a little bit, because the purpose is so that it can dissolve in the water and the plants can feed on it. So the first thing I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to go ahead and give these a quick little snip, because I want to make sure that once I put them in this plant food, I don't know if you can see that, give it a nice little fresh snip, that it's going to be able to suck up all of the vitamins that's in that water. And that's exactly what they need. Now, some of these I'm going to cut just a little bit shorter because I don't want all of them to be at the same height. I want to create a different variation of height with these flowers. And probably pretty much the shorter ones are probably going to be on more than likely around the base of the flowers, and I'll keep the larger ones pretty much in the center. So you guys, let me say this to you. So what's happened to me recently is that I'm not sure if all of you saw my video, the video that I did, which was how to maintain your pixie cut and how to maintain a pixie and how to glam your face in 15 minutes. If you haven't seen that video, please make sure you go back and you look at that video. So then that way you'll know exactly what I'm speaking of when I say this to you guys. So in that video, I talked about how I maintain my my pixie cut, right? And in that that video, I made a statement about my hairstylist, that I don't go to her on a regular basis. That what I do is I normally go to her in between when I need cuts, when I need a fresh cut, and I pretty much maintain my own hair. Well, my stylist apparently, I think, saw this video, and let's just say she wasn't too pleased. Now, mind you, I have been going to this lady for 30 years, since I was in high school, mind you. And so anyway, as I was saying, I have been going to her for over 30 years, and she, I believe, got upset because she saw the video where I said that she is an old school stylist, and that she really does not do a lot of the new styles, and that she pretty much you know, a lot of some of the things that she does now was because of things that I pretty much taught her how to do, you know, or asked her to do, and we kind of figured those things out together, like wrapping the hair, molding the hair down, and using the tissue paper to wrap it. She wasn't doing any of that when I first, you know, that I was going. It only because of my technique and me me going to some other stylists that I picked that up, and I had to pretty much school her on that. You know, I don't know if some of you have stylists that you've probably been going to for years now. And with those stylists, you know, sometimes with any craft that you have to make sure that you update your craft. You have to keep going to school. It's a continued process. With anything that you do, it is a continued education and a continued process. And I wasn't saying any of that to hurt anybody's feelings, but what I was just simply telling the truth, basically, and just stating facts. And the facts are that there's a lot of techniques today that she can actually learn how to do, that she does not know how to do. And so I was just simply saying that, you know, she's an old school stylist. And to be honest with you, that is one of the things that I loved about her, because she's a barber. So she used the clippers as well. And she used those curlers. I can't remember what they call them, but you know what I'm saying? The curlers, which you have to put them in the hot stove in order to get hot. She still used those curlers. Today's stylists and barbers and beauticians, they don't use those hot stoves and curlers anymore. They use flat irons and things like that, you know. So, and they have this wave techniques and different other things that they do. So I was just basically saying that, you know, a lot of things that she doesn't do that new stylists do these days. But, you know, you have to learn how to mix the old with the new. It's just like music, just like design, decor, anything that you do, you have to learn, you have to grow within your craft, and you have to learn how to add certain things to your craft to make you relevant for the time period, which is now. So, long story short, you guys, because I don't want to take a lot up on this. I want to put these roses together so that I can make this potato salad. I'm about to make some potato salad and some devil eggs for my niece. I'm not sure if a lot of you, and this is sidebar, if you remember last year this time, my nephew, his birthday is today. He died last year due to COVID. Right after his birthday last year, this time last year, he went to Miami. And he, you know, they were down in Miami for a while, and he came back and he was ill, and he went to the hospital in the ICU, and they kept him in there for like, I believe over a month. And yeah, he died from COVID last year. So she's doing a honoring party for him to honor his birthday and honor his 1 year anniversary of his death. So I am making deviled eggs for her, and you know, it's so sad because there's so many people that we lost last year, and you know, this year a lot of people are going to have to relive those memories of losing their loved ones. So this video goes out to him, you guys. You know, it's you know, not a memorial video, but just a video, you know, just remembering him and his laughter. And one thing I can say about him is that he loved life. My nephew, Rodney, he loved life, and he did whatever it was that he wanted to do. He traveled the world. He really enjoyed life. Every time you see him, he was on the go. And, you know, that's something that a lot of people can, these days, you know, should take note of, is that life is very short and you have to enjoy life while you can, because if you don't, you know, you could be here today and gone tomorrow. So we have to learn how to enjoy life and not take things so seriously. So anyway, let me get back to my story, which was, you know, so she got upset because I made the video, and I'm not going to apologize for that because I said nothing wrong. Everything I said in that video was the truth. So she decided to, I hadn't seen her since November of last year. And so I called her probably about a few weeks ago because I wanted to, my birthday is fast approaching. My birthday is in the month of May as well. And I wanted to get my hair cut. Around my birthday, I always get like a dramatic cut, like a very, very 1-inch cut, very dramatic boy. I call it a boy cut, very dramatic, very, very low. I do this every year faithfully. So I hadn't seen her. Last time I had been at the shop was back in November when I did right before Thanksgiving. And then I believe that I did this video probably a month. The short hair video, probably a month after that. So she told me when I called her, I was like, hey, you know, my jolly old self. And I was like, hey, I need to come in and I need to get a cut. So apparently at this time, she had already seen this video. And I guess she had decided that she was no longer, honey, going to be doing my hair. And so she decided to tell me, I'm no longer doing your, I decided that I am no longer doing your hair. And I'm sitting there looking at her like, are you serious, lady? And I'm like, well, you know, when were you gonna let me know? When were you gonna tell me? Because I mean, it's been since November. It's been 6 months since I've seen you. And you're gonna wait until I call you to tell me that you're no longer doing my hair? So I'm like, how shady is that, you know? So, you know, my first thing was to kind of be mad and curse her out. But then I said, you know what? It's not even worth it. You know, we have to let people be who they are, even if it's something that we don't like. And of course I didn't like it, and I didn't like her, you know, trying to tell me at the last minute, because I thought it was vicious the way she decided to tell me. She decided to wait until I needed her, or that she thought that I needed her to tell me that she was no longer going to do my hair. And I thought that was a cowardly way of doing things. I thought that since, you know, me being with her for 30 years, to me, it was not just a business transaction. I stayed with her through thick and thin. Now, let me just give you a short story. This is somebody who have gone through a lot in their life. They've been an alcoholic. They've had drug and substance abuses. They've been in jail before, and in what do you call those homes? Rehabilitation centers. So I have been standing through her, by her side throughout all of that. Even when people told me, you should find your new stylist, why are you still going to her? I don't understand what your loyalty is. You need to find, and then let's talk about the shop. The shop is not the best of shops. I have been in shops that are all glammed up. Honey, when you walk in, they serve you cheese and they serve you wine. The floor is spotless. The bathrooms are usable and they are spotless and up to date. And I have also been in shops that, the money that you pay is worth, the shop represents that. So, in other words, what I'm saying is I have been thrown out of better places, honey. Okay? So I'm just saying that to say this. Be careful who you are loyal to. Be careful who you spend your money with. And be careful of how you protect people and try to be of servant to people, because in the long run, they may not even appreciate you. They can just toss you aside just like you never existed. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not salty or mad or whatever, because it's her choice, honey, who hair she wants to do. Just like it's my choice where I spend my money. And I chose to come down there and pay those high prices, to her, even though I was in a shop that didn't even look the part. Okay? And she may be watching this video. And if she is, I am happy that she is, because now I'm giving you an opportunity, or you are giving me the opportunity to say to you that what you did not allow me to say to you, because we could have had this one-on-one conversation if you was feeling some sort of way about what I said on my video. But instead, you took the cowardly way out and decided to wait until you thought I needed you to do my hair before you tell me, oh, I'm no longer doing your hair. What a coward you are. So, my thing is this, is that I wish her nothing but the best, in her endeavors, in her hairstyling, which I heard that most of her clients have fallen off. That she is now taking another job at a hospital because she simply just does not have the clientele. And I'm not saying this to be mean, but you have to be careful with how you treat people. You have to be careful in how you do things, because the right thing to have done would have been, if you were feeling some kind of way, to call me on the phone and say, Cindy, or she called me Cint, I don't like what you said on your video, or I don't like the fact of what you said down here at the shop. And we could have talked about it, explored it, and had a conversation about it and got to a place of understanding, even though at the end of that conversation, we still agreed to part ways. That is how a businesswoman do things. And that is how a grown woman do things. But not only that, that is how a woman of God would do things. And so you say you are a woman of God, but yet your actions don't speak it and don't show it. So I'm just taking my little platform today to get it off my chest, to say what I have to say, and to move forward. Because at the end of the day, I don't beg anybody to take my money, okay? And as you can see, I have always been a woman who can keep herself together with or without a hairstylist. I dress myself. I do my own makeup. I do my own lashes. I do my own hair. I have everything down to a T, honey. Everything except for these nails. But if push come to shove, I would take these nails off. And guess what? I would do press-on nails. So I'm saying that to say this, ladies, no one should know you better than you know yourself. You should be self-sufficient in everything that you do. Nobody should be allowed to minimize you and think that if they take something away from you, that you are going to fail and fall. So I'm taking this opportunity to tell you guys, and no matter what you do, be the best at it. Make sure you are self-sufficient, and make sure that there is no one out there that can pull a rug from underneath you and make you stumble and fall. So we're saying that, you guys, I have finished my roses. I think they are beautiful. And, I'm going to go ahead and put these on the counter and display them like I normally do. And you see how I cut them where I made them high and low. And if I really want to bring these roses up, I can go and I can add maybe a couple of little ribbons where they would drape. I can add some of those little stems that got the little white flowers picked out if I wanted to add color. So you can always add colors to your roses, but I like to keep them nice and full and make them look as if they're blooming, because I like for people, when they give me a gift, I like them to know that it is well appreciated, no matter what the gift is. So you guys, I am going to end this here because I do, like I said, I have to make the potato salad and the deviled eggs. And I'm just going to leave this video here. Thank you guys for listening. If you're still here at the end of the channel and you're new, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And for all my subbies, thank you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You guys rock. I love conversating with you guys in the messages at the bottom. Keep them coming. Whenever you need to talk, honey, just click and Cindy will be there. So you guys, this is your girl Cindy signing out. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.